so season 2 of the House of Dragon has finally ended, and I believe it's just been like such a lackluster season. Abdul, you were telling me you thought different.
Yeah, man. House of Dragon season 2 just ended. I think the show definitely started off very intense, with the episodes of Blood and Cheese and then Kristen Cole setting up Eric and Eric to fight each other. But I do think somewhere along the lines it did kind of drag a little bit, so I agree with you there. But I think the theme of this season was like essentially you could say identity crisis across the board. You see everyone kind of recalibrating and really figuring out if they really want to go to war. I know the general complaint is that like didn't season 1 kind of set up to hint at war is about to come, and then season 2 ends with the same like trailer that war is about to come. But if you really peel it back, it's like if you really peel it back and look at like Kristen Cole or somebody where, he overly thinks he's like this super noble guy, but now he's seeing like the dark depths of war and shit. He's just like, we're just pawns. We're literally dust underneath the dragons and shit like that. Like we really don't matter. Like for real, this is all about the dragons and we don't matter for shit. Like what am I really fighting for? For 2 people to claim for their claim of the Iron Throne? Like what really matters here? Daemon, same thing. I know that's the number 1 complaint for a lot of people. Like, it was the whole Harrenhal arc. I don't know. I personally wasn't bothered by it only because of how the Daemon arc ended. But like, did it really bother you that much? This whole like Scooby-Doo mystery thing he had in Harrenhal, the Daemon story?
To a point it did, because I was like, I know what you guys are doing. Because if Daemon was there, this war is like is going super fast. Like Daemon's going crazy on the battlefield. So you have to get that character away. Give there's a chance to like do some stuff. So in that sense, I'm kind of mad. But like, I understand for the character development, you gotta get him there so he can try to change his perspective on stuff. I'm just kind of mad at the way they did it. Like that could have been handled like, I don't know, like faster, I guess. Like maybe a whole episode dedicated to that.
Maybe 3,
not the whole season 7 dedicated to that. It's like he's really gone and really playing like murder mystery out here. It's like insane. I feel like this season should have been a 4-episode season, and it's disguised an 8-episode season. I was like, this is a lot of exposition, but I'm excited for season 3 more than ever now.
Yeah, really, really, really prepped you for season 3 now because you're seeing all you're seeing the ship things that are gonna happen, like the battle at sea. All of this whole season, we have not seen the sea snake do anything. Like we haven't really.
Man, that fucking boat and made sure it was fucking stocked every episode.
That's all we saw. We just keep hearing of like stories of the sea snake. I think there's a rumor that the sea snake is supposed to get his own show or something like that too. But
it's an animated show, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know if he still is or isn't, but regardless, the only thing is we just know of the legend of the sea snake and what he's gonna do, and then his sons, and then now I think it was kind of weird that they waited till the very last episode of the season to get like I guess his opposition team. Like they kind of hint at like I don't know who the Lannisters picked up. I can't remember.
Those are just pirates, like brand, like those are the free folk. People would just be like out there selling slaves and shit.
So I thought that was kind of late to introduce, I guess, just to kind of prop up. I'm like, I don't want to. If you're trying to let us explore these characters, like the book is apparently telling it from like a maester or like historical perspective, and if you're trying to really like expound on who these people are, and you're spending all this time of like character developing everybody else, then like let us understand who the real villains are. I guess that was one of my main things, but I'm gonna look back at it and appreciate it. I really didn't like that like we did see some dark parts of Aemond, but I didn't really feel like I got to see Aemond interact as much. Aemond is pretty much the villain of the show. Like he's the, I guess, antithesis of Daemon. Like he, you even see Daemon have them visions with the eye patch, so it's like building up towards this fight they're supposed to have. But he's the main villain because Aegon is neutralized and Alicent is kind of just turned on them and stuff. Like it's kind of like no one there really feels evil or bad, but Aemon's purpose feels justified because he's spiteful. He wants revenge. Like he's been embarrassed. Like he wants something to come back. But I don't feel like we really got to. I don't know if it was just me. Maybe I just wanted to see some more like small council discussions from him. Like I really wanted to see like what was his real like all we know is what happened, and then he's just quiet. And then we see him like burn a city or something like that, or win the fight. But like, I don't really get to see what he's really thinking per se. And I guess that was like what really kind of blew me. I don't know if you thought something similar with Eamon or if he was not done well enough justice. But yeah.
No, I see what you're saying. But one point you made was like you don't know who the villain really is. And I was like, maybe instead of standpoint, it's like no one really. Everyone thinks they're the good guy. Like both teams think they're the good guy because like I'm doing this for just reasons, you're doing this for just reasons. But it's just a huge misunderstanding for one point. The whole thing with Eamon, I feel like he's supposed to be a hard character. Obviously, we saw him like cuddling up, and he's like, okay, he's a softie at heart, really. He don't really so evil doer to me either. He just kind of seems like a fucking kid who's just flustered,
pouting around. I don't know. I think the one thing it does do well though this season, and it's also something from the last season. I wish they did it a little bit more, but like the moral dilemma thing in the show is like really what they like centered on a little bit better. Like the idea that Rhaenyra at the end of the show, like she's trying to say everything like, what would my father do? Oh, okay, like Corlys, you're right about I should strike now, but if I strike now, I'm going to kill a bunch of innocent people along the way. But if I do that, what is my other option of getting thrown? And vice versa. Like if I don't do it now, then like I'm just giving them time to like recuperate or recalibrate or get another dragon rider or something, whatever it might be. And then meanwhile, while I'm doing that, some of these common folk I might end up killing are the people I brought onto my own team too. So like, what if they betray me or something like that? Like, what is really their cause to like, we've been propped up as these Targaryens as being like the one bloodline to be able to like, ride on these dragons. But, we always thought it was like what royal blood that could do it. Now you can kind of feel like that's taken away. And then same with the Greens. Like it's like, I don't really like, I feel like, Alicent is doing what she thinks is right. She's not doing anything out of spite. And Aemond also too. Like Alicent is doing what she thought her husband said for her to like allow to rule. But I don't know. I kind of like the moral dilemma it'll push on a little bit. Like even Daemon being the guy to like, I want to bring revenge for Rhaenyra, but I'm gonna kill a whole baby. You know what I mean? Like it's I like that a little bit better, I guess, about the show. So, yeah.
I did like the whole turnaround where like it was Rhaenyra going to her and like, yo, please let's stop this. Like let's not do this. Like things have been done already, but it can still be stopped. Let's stop it. And her being like, all right, cool, we gotta run it then. And then the complete run around with Alicent coming back like, yo, please. And she's like, I have to murder your son. I have to. I was like, there's literally not like I have to at this point. Like we can't stop this. Like you said it before, we couldn't stop it. We definitely can't stop it now, bitch.
Oh hell no! Like, now that I'm up, now you want to stop? Now you want to stop?
It's like a queen is dead. All right, a queen is dead.
Yo, no, R.I.P. to her. She was the best, and her fight was the most awesome. I think that's also one thing. I don't know if the show is suffering from right now, but like the dragon fights is going to be the main thing of the show. I like that we're getting to like watch how they learn how to ride the dragons and learn the dragons traits, kind of give them a little bit more personality themselves. Like they're talking about like the sheep stealer dragon, or they're talking about what's the one that like eats other dragons?
Oh, the cannibal.
Yeah, cannibal. So like you have and then like even Caraxes like has this long neck or whatever. Like you need like you kind of have like little traits in a sense. And then like, Rhaenys's dragon or whatever, like the way she went back into battle, like you could tell that she was way more seasoned. You see her pretty much take on like a 2v1. Like I like that they're spending a lot of time doing that, because I'm imagining that it's going to be really expensive to fucking shoot these dragon fights and shit. Like, of course, you're not going to have like fucking 6 episodes of straight dragon hands, like we probably weren't going to get it. That was probably overly ambitious of me to even consider, even though we saw that great episode with Rhaenys. Like, I thought that was cool. But the other thing was just that, like I said earlier, from the book being like a historical perspective, I was hearing that like all of those interactions with like Alicent and Rhaenyra aren't even in the book. So this is just kind of like liberties the show has taken that I'm really appreciative of, because it's like even all of this Harrenhal thing with Daemon, I'm like, I like that. And it's almost like lending credence to the whole like I said it before, where the way history is told is probably not what really happened, like the way you saw Ned Stark defeat Sir Arthur Dayne. It's not what really happened. I'm imagining it's probably like, I know some of the pivotal death scenes that we try to avoid talking about, but like I just turn my brain off by thinking about it. But I'm like, a part of me is hoping that like what I think is gonna happen probably doesn't really happen the way I think it will. Like I'm really kind of clinging on to that idea. Someone else, like we kind of isolated both these characters or whatever. But so I'm imagining this next season is gonna be a lot of battle stuff, and I'm imagining season 4 might be the aftermath of the battle.
I'm thinking
like
season 4 gotta be like a little bit of a time skip too, though, right? Just to like,
Yeah, because there's
don't the twins like grow up? Like they're gonna show like the twins growing up.
I'm not sure. I'm imagining though, like I'm imagining that season 3 is mainly the war efforts, and then season 4 is gonna be it's not gonna be much battle anymore. It'll probably be like the realizations of like Rhaenyra or whoever, Aegon or someone on the throne, whoever it is. I really don't know right now.
Do you,
Like,
do you know
like-
why they make 8 episodes and not just like, all right, cool, here's like season 3 is just gonna be 12 episodes instead of
it's
8?
fucking expensive.
I mean, yeah, but I was like, I'm cool with a mid-season break. I don't know, break it up.
I would be too. I'm willing to put all the money up for the show, but I think Game of Thrones at one point was what they said the episode was like 10 million a season or something like that at one
HBO
point.
got it.
Like,
They rich.
done. I don't know. I mean, now that they're doing like 4 other spin-offs, it's kind of like what is even left? Like, I don't like what are the like
They're
the
really
next
making
shows
the
gonna be
Game of Thrones cinematic universe is crazy.
yeah, like they're giving it the Star Wars, the MCU treatment, pretty much. You know, like they're doing that stuff, which isn't bad.
No,
like
we're
as long
asking
as there
for
is
it,
something to
yeah.
be told. But you know what we really want. I am curious though. Even like one character I think that got like a lot of shine was Helena. Like if you notice, like with her and her visions and stuff like that, her being tied even to Daemon and the vision he saw by touching the tree. Like there's a lot of intricate moments there where I'm kind of like, what is really gonna happen? There's a theory online that Helena is talking to Bran.
Bran in the future, Bran.
Yeah, Bran Stark or whatever. Yeah, not even Bran Stark, Ned's brother, whatever. Bran Stark, like Bran, like the kid falling off the top, like him, because he was the one that was also seeing time all at once, potentially like warging into characters,
But I
making
thought
Odo.
it was the guy you saw in the tree. It was a third Raven. That's like Bran Sand, or he's like a Targaryen.
No, that's a Targaryen. That is the Three-Eyed Raven.
Yeah,
him.
He's the one that like plotted, I think, all the way up until Bran.
He was the old guy that they found or whatever, hiding inside of there too. Yeah. So I personally really like that vision scene. I know people were kind of like thrown off by it, like
also that White Walker, ugly as shit. That was that looked
I don't know if the CGI was a little rough there, but
he looked
a little rough.
It looked like someone wearing a White Walker costume they got from like Dollar Tree. That shit looks so dumb.
I thought it was the one that Jon Snow fought, just younger. I was like, is that what he looks like when he's a little bit?
Like,
yeah, I was like, is that him when he's not as old or something? Like, what's up? I didn't even know White Walkers are really going to be introduced like that in this season, or even going to get like a glimpse of them. Yeah. I don't know, man. I was talking to some people today, and even they were saying like I felt like they didn't know what to do with some of the characters, which it felt kind of true. Like, what is
second half of the
Jace's
season? Yeah, like for the second half of the season, I was like, this is prolonged.
Like Jace, Rhaenyra's son. I'm like, okay, it was cool that he was recruiting them. He went to the Starks. I'm like, he's gonna fire first 3 episodes, and then, all right, now you're just gonna pout around like the rest of the show.
Also, it was that motherfucker's idea to get the peasants, and he mad about it. I'm like, this is literally your idea, like literally yours.
Yeah, because I guess it questions his own legitimacy as a dragon rider. He thought that's what made him special, but I guess if you just allow common folk, even with some Targaryen blood, to do it, then what does that make him if he's just a bastard? But I'm like, son, don't you want to win? Like, what type of shit is this? But I could see someone like Ulfr, one of them betraying him. Like, I could see one of them doing something like,
what makes
hey,
you
bro.
so good now? I can rule. I'm riding the dragon too. I'm riding this
Or I
shit.
could see Daemon just being bold enough and just fucking cutting one of them himself, and then it's like you lost a dragon rider, like right there, like one of your own drags, something like that. Like I could see things like that. But yeah, nonetheless, man, I think they heard our complaints just like they heard it from the endings of Game of Thrones. Like I think the one big takeaway was definitely do not underutilize Daemon. Like, give him a story, give him something to do. Don't have him trapped in
He's
one
back
island.
in now. They had to get that one thing out the way so he can, stop being a fucking sad puppy. And I don't want to be king so bad.
This one wasn't terrible. It was a lot slower. I just think that once we watch season 3 and 4, we're gonna appreciate this one a lot more.
Yeah, for
like
sure,
we'll look back at this and be like, oh, thank God I got to see more of this
I'm happy
character.
we got
I
this
got
out the
to
way
see
now,
this
and now we can get straight to the. We're not maybe going to war. We're at war. Like we going. We here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's nothing left to decide at this point. Like, y'all armies are ready and marching into battle. Like, they couldn't have. I remember when it was happening at the last episode. I'm like, damn it, we're not gonna see a fight. Like, I saw it, so I'm like, oh,
I was scared to press
hyping us
pause. Though. I was like, I don't know how much time is left. I just don't want to look.
Nah, I knew it dead in there. As soon as we seen some people marching, the high towers start. I don't even think they put the Starks in the scene, but like,
no,
the high
They're
towers.
marching over the bridge.
Yeah. See, as soon as I started seeing that, as soon as I started seeing the ships, I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna see a fight. Okay, well, way to end the season, I guess.
Way to end the season.
But salute.
Let us know what you thought in the comments, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.